Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with the Chicky Studio December Design Team Kit, and there's quite a few papers from Wild Whispers, and then there's the ephemera that came with the package, and I had just done the unboxing there and I decided to get my first layout done right away. So I go through all the pattern papers, I see which one I'd like to use, and I decide that I'm going to take those pattern papers and I'm going to put it on some white cardstock. I just thought that those papers would really pop on some white cardstock. Plus I knew that I wanted to use 4 pictures that are 4x4, and I was going to cover up most of that background, so I didn't want to sort of waste it on some beautiful pattern papers. So I decided to glue down my 4 pictures right side by side. What I looked at was I want to put the Christmas tree at the top left, and then if you look at the pictures underneath, they're kind of, the way their bodies are, they're kind of pointed towards the middle of the picture, the layout. And the top picture, my son is facing the other way, so I just found that the pictures looked good that way. And then I took one of the pattern papers, which was the full 12 by 12, and I cut it down to 4 by 8. I made it a little longer because I want to make sure that it went right to the edge. And sometimes when I get my pictures printed, they don't get printed totally the right size that I want them to print them. Sometimes they say they're 4 by 6 and they're not truly 4 by 6. So just in case that they weren't truly 4 by 4s, I just decided to let it hang over a little bit, and then I was going to cut it off. One of the pattern papers had all these wonderful cutter parts, and that's what made me decide to just do 4 photos. And I thought I could do sort of a little block, a couple of block of those cutter parts at the top left of the layout and a couple at the bottom right. And then I thought those Christmas gifts were so cute that I could use those as a border. And then I did use another one of those 4 by 4 cut parts, and I'm going to use it in place of a photo. And then I'm going to take some of the die cuts from the Chicky Studio, and that's where I'm going to do a little bit of journaling. There's not a lot of journaling on this. This page actually came together super quickly because when you look at it, I have an 8 by 8 square that is totally taken up by photos. Sometimes I love to make pages that have just one photo and it's super sort of artsy, and then other times I just like to put a ton of photos and then you kind of tone it down on the die cut parts. Although I found that in this case I was able to still use quite a bit of die cuts because first of all, I was able to use a 4 by 8 piece of pattern paper. I was able to use a 4 by 4 square, a die cut, and then 4 other die cuts, 2 that are going to go at the top left and 2 at the bottom. And then I also cut 2 strips that were about 1/2 inch by 12 inch. I ended up using some die cuts from the Chicky Studio die cut pack, and that's where I'm going to do the little bit of journaling that's going to be on this. It's just going to say our first Christmas in our new house. And then at the top left of the layout, I'm going to have another little embellishment cluster where I'm going to put the year. Okay, so while I'm finishing that up, I just want to let you know that last week I didn't put up any videos, and I'll tell you why now. So now that Mason is in school and my daughter is in school, if he happens to get sick, if Nammy is home, Nammy gets him for the time that he's sick. So he was sick. I had him quite a few days last week, and then I had him again on Monday of this week. And I can't do too much when he's here. I know he's almost 6, but he wasn't feeling well, so I just kind of stayed kind of close to him, and I didn't really do much of anything except just stay downstairs and be with him. So that's what happened. I was kind of being a Nammy in the last week or so, but now I should be. He went to school today and I was able to get a few things done as far as videos to upload to my YouTube channel. So I did my unboxing that should have went up today, the day that I'm doing this voiceover, and then this video will go up on Friday. which is the 14th. And as a matter of fact, tomorrow I go back to work for a couple of days. And I haven't even started my December daily. Now I have to say I have been taking, pictures and everything. So I'm hoping that next week, in a couple of days, that I will put together, 3 or 4 days per day and have them. I don't think I'll have a video up a day for each of the days of December. I'll try to condense them so that I can go through it quickly, and I'll maybe try to use some of the Chicky Studio products too in my December daily. So this was fun. I enjoyed scrapping some of my older Christmas pictures because I haven't scrapped them in the last, couple of years. So I need to get on that. So this is where I'm just going to put the date, 2016. And then on that little piece of ephemera, I'm just going to put that this was our first Christmas in our new house and we absolutely loved it. And then I turned off the camera, and then as I was packing away, I saw these round die cuts that I could use, and I thought, you know what, I only had 2 of those flares, so I made my own flare using that, and I'm going to put it in my 3rd cluster. And that's it. That's going to complete this layout. So if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. If you're enjoying these videos, if you wouldn't mind, give me a thumbs up and maybe leave me a comment down below. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.